Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be looking at 10-ounce silver bars. Now 10-ounce silver bars are actually my favourite type of silver to stack. I think it's a really nice weight, a really nice price point. And if you look at the next jump up from a 10-ounce silver bar, you're really looking at the 1 kilogram silver bars. That's the kind of next jump up in size. You don't have that many options in between, and you don't have many other options if you go the other way. If you look below a 10-ounce bar, for example, you do have 100-gram bars here and there, and you also have some 250-gram bars here and there. And there's also a few 5-ounce bars here and there as well. But the main really popular size when it comes to stacking the larger sizes of silver bar are the 10-ounce bars, and then going up from that is the, like I said, the 1 kilogram bars. Now I think the reason why I love the 10-ounce size so much is because it's a very nice price point. When you're going up to the 1 kilogram size, you're locking up a lot of capital into one piece. You've got to find a certain buyer. Unless you want to sell it back to a bullion dealer for either spot or under, you've got to find a buyer that has a large amount of cash ready to invest in silver. Whereas with a 10-ounce piece, it's a lot easier to shift. You don't have to go to a bullion dealer and accept spot or slightly under. You can move these very quickly on the second-hand market. Now you obviously got different types of 10-ounce bars. You have ones like this that are a little bit more vintage, that contain a little bit more of a premium. You have art bars like this one here, and this is one of my favorite 10-ounce bars. Really nice. I've actually got another one of these that I will unbox at the end of today's video that I recently won in Cobra's auction. But really nice, stunning art bar. These you won't pick up for your kind of generic price point for a 10-ounce bar because they're an art piece. But bars like this from the Germania Mint, you can pick these up for a fairly reasonable price. These actually come in their boxes as well. I've actually got another one over here in a box. Really nicely presented in their cardboard box, and they've got cellophane plastic around them as well. But they're really stunning bars to stack, and they don't cost a crazy premium. Other bars like this, I got this from Stephen with the Freeze for the Ease on Stackers Social. Paid a really nice price for this. I've got 2 of these. Just a nice generic bar. It's got £10 face value on there, which I find quite interesting. Nice portrait of the Queen as well. But yeah, 10-ounce bars I think are definitely my favourite type of bar to stack. I'd be very interested to hear in the comment section what your favourite type of bar is to stack and why. For me, like I said, I think it's because you're not paying a crazy high premium when you get a 10-ounce piece. You're not parking loads of capital like you do if you invest in a 1 kilogram piece. These are a lot harder to shift on the second-hand market because it costs a lot more money. Whereas a 10-ounce piece, you're looking at between 300 and let's say £350 depending on the premium for one of these pieces. Like I said, if you're looking at pieces like this, you're going to get closer to the £400 mark just because you're paying a premium for the artwork side of it. But yeah, I do think that 10 ounce is a nice size. If you're going down to the 1 ounce, it's a huge drop. And like I said, there isn't much in between. You do have these 250-gram pieces, and you do have 100-gram bars that are out there as well. And you do have obviously the 5-ounce bars, but they're few and far between. There's not many mints that make 5-ounce bars. They're not as popular on the market. I don't know why that is. I think they maybe become more and more popular as time goes on. As silver price increases, I do think there will be a higher demand for the 5-ounce silver bar. But at the moment, there is definitely a gap in the market. You don't see them for sale everywhere. Not every single mint offers them either. But yeah, this is my 10-ounce bar collection today. I have got a few more that are in storage, but I just grabbed a few together just to showcase a few of them in a nice little lineup. My favourite 10-ounce bar of all time is either between this bar here. I actually first saw this bar on Constitutional Stackers channel. That's a channel that I watched that's in America. I will leave a link to his channel in today's video description. He's got 2 of these and he calls them the twins. This is the antiqued version, and I've also got the normal silver version somewhere as well in storage. But I think the antiqued version is the best because you get all of the detail. It really pops. But that was the first time I'd seen one of these bars, and now I know there's many people in the community, Coin Noob included, Cobra Stacker included, that saw this showcased on my channel and they went out and got one just because they fell in love with it. But it's absolutely stunning. But my favourite bar is either this one or it's my Scottsdale 10-ounce stacker bars. Now I've actually got a nice collection of those, and I will do another video, a separate video showcasing those bars, but they are definitely up there, my favourite bar. It's really hard to decide which is my true favourite, but I do think that it's definitely either this bar or my 10-ounce Scottsdale stacker bars. But let's get straight into the unboxing now. This was, like I said, a win from Cobra's auction. Cobra does an auction every single Friday night. It's really, really fun to watch and be a part of. You don't have to bid. You can just watch for the entertainment. So if you haven't got any funds or you're not buying any particular week, it's still definitely worth watching just to get involved with the community and have a laugh. Now, I actually put a bid in for this. He had just moved to his new office on his last Cobra auction, and he was having a few technical issues, and he actually got Mrs. Cobra to come and assist him. And to show my support, I put a bid in for this bar, and it was a bit of a cheeky bid because I'm not actually a member of Cobra's channel. So you're meant to be a member to be able to bid, but he actually let me off on this occasion. He honoured my bid, and I actually won it. So let's get straight into it. And like I said, I've already got this bar, but it's such a stunning bar. I do not mind having another one in my collection. I've already got another one, like I said, another one that is a normal silver one, but this is another antiqued one, I believe, and this is my favourite, like I said, of the two. So yeah, when I saw it come up, I thought I'm going to have to get it. He did say in there that the box was a little bit damaged and the packaging was a little bit damaged, but that's fine. Ah, this is really cool. Look, he's included a Cobra Stacker, one of his rounds as well. That's really cool. I will put that in the giveaway chest because I've actually already got one of those. So thank you very much, Cobra. I will pass the love on and send that to someone else. This is the Stacker Social giveaway chest. We've just got the TSC round in there at the moment. So we'll add that in there and we'll give that away very, very soon over on Stacker Social. So thank you very much for that. But let's have a little look at this. Like I said, he did say that the box was damaged, so I was expecting that. But this box will just go in the bin anyway. I don't keep the boxes for these. And also he did say that the packaging was split open on this, which again, absolutely fine. Pre-warned about it. And I don't need it in this plastic anyway. So that can get lost too. And here we go. Another 10-ounce Naked Lady bar in my collection. And this is actually better condition than this one, because this one here has got a little bit of a scratch going on down this side here. I don't think it's a scratch. I think it's just part of when it was made. It looks like it's like a design flaw, doesn't it? It looks like it's really engraved in there. But this one looks flawless. And look at that. I think that is going to be the thumbnail because that looks absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. And a really, really incredible size in the hand as well. 10 ounces, pure silver. Absolutely stunning. So massive thank you, Cobra, for getting this across so quick. Literally 2 days after winning it on the auction, it's in my hand, which is incredible. So massive thank you. That is today's video done because we're coming up to 10 minutes. But like I said, I would be interested to hear, what is your favourite size of silver bar to stack? Do you prefer to stick to the 1 ounces? Do you like to go up to the 10 ounce? Or do you like to go up to the 1 kilogram monster bars? Look at that. Absolutely incredible. It was actually on my bucket list once upon a time to get a 100-ounce silver bar. But seeing how many of those are counterfeited, and seeing how hard it is to verify if they're real or not, because you have to literally drill right into them to see if the silver is silver all the way through, it really just put me off. And the amount of capital you have to lock up into a 100-ounce bar, all of those factors added together just made me not want to get a 100-ounce bar anymore. So 100-ounce bar is not something that I'm interested in picking up anymore. It's not on my bucket list. I actually wanted a Johnson and Matthey 100-ounce bar similar to this, But when I saw this pop up, and this has a bit of a waffle back as well, very, very rare to see these bars with the waffle backs, I decided to settle for this instead. I thought this will be my bucket list item. Let's forget about the 100-ounce bar. Let's get a smaller version, one that will be easier to liquidate in the future. And that is why I went for this. So this was actually my bucket list bar, because this is what I decided I wanted to get instead of the 100-ounce one. But there we go. Let's wrap the video up. Thank you very much for watching. A crazy amount of silver out on display today. I really enjoy it sometimes going through and getting out some of the larger pieces from my stack. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I hope you have a very nice day.